Huxtable. Go ahead. I love Huxtable. That Heathcliff got.
And on that note, if y'all want a word,
give us some word. Give us some word to help our spirit from all this.
I'm gonna give you a word. All right.
Hold on, Tam. Let me get you.
Okay.
It's the Spiritually Sanitized Scripture of the Day with Dr. Tamala Wilson.
She's a real deal, so you know.
That's a
good segment. Still, a.k.a. Reverend Spice.
Yeah,
y'all like that?
All this music. Go ahead.
I'll try to add a little production value, man.
Boy, there's a lot of production value. I ain't got that on the air. Go ahead, though.
You need Mark Fisher. Mark Fisher did that for us.
Yeah, we got Mark Fisher. Mark Fisher moved like.
Last week we were talking about fear, and I thought we were done. I will, Renita, I'll call you. I thought we were done talking about fear, but the scripture that keeps coming up for me in many different ways, I don't even have time to tell y'all, keeps coming up is Joshua 1. It's God's commission to Joshua. And it says, after the death of Moses, the servant of God, the Lord spoke to Joshua, son of Nun, Moses' assistant, saying, my servant Moses is dead. Now proceed to cross the Jordan, you and all this people, into the land that I'm giving to them, to the Israelites. Every place that the sole of your feet will tread upon, I have given to you as I promised to Moses. From the wilderness and the Lebanon, as far as the great river, the river Euphrates, all the land of the Hittites, to the great sea in the west shall be your territory. No one shall be able to stand against you all the days of your life. As I was with Moses, so I will be with you. I will not fail you or forsake you. Be strong and courageous, for you shall put this people in possession of the land that I swore to their ancestors to give to them. Only be strong and very courageous, being careful to act in accordance with all the law that my servant Moses commanded you. Do not turn away from it to the right hand or to the left, so that you may be successful wherever you go. The book of the law shall not depart out of your mouth. You shall meditate on it day and night, so that you may be careful to act in accordance with all that is written in it. For then you shall make your way prosperous, and then you shall be successful. I hereby command you, be strong and courageous. Do not be frightened or dismayed, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. So that's the word for today. I'm hanging my hat on verse 9, but he said it like 3 times. Be strong and very courageous. And I know for me, a lot of kids are starting school. Today was my kids. Both of them started their first day of school in HISD. And the world is different. You know, the world is such that they have to have clear backpacks now, which irritates me because it's like they're not the ones that are going into school shooting the school up. But that's a whole nother issue.
Right.
But there's all these things that our kids are facing that we face. We face some different stuff, but we're not facing some of the things that they're facing. And then there's our lives. Before we were talking about fear, we were talking about these things that we were afraid of, that we know that we have fear of. But there's also things that are standing in your way that are keeping you from moving forward. And Ali and Marcus, you guys are both great examples, and you too, Rob, of people stepping out on faith, doing what God purposed you for, doing what you were made. Like somebody else could have told you, man, you can't do comedy. People aren't successful. People can't make a career out of that. Man, you can't be a DJ and make a living. But you guys didn't listen to that kind of talk. You stepped out and you did.
I had that talk in my own house.
Right. In your
from my
own
parents.
house.
My parents.
Right. But instead, God says, be strong and very courageous. Wherever you go, I'll be with you. And a lot of us need to hear that today. There's something else that you're supposed to be doing. There's another step you're supposed to take, a rung higher on the ladder that you're supposed to go. And you're letting fear keep you from going to another level. So my word today is be strong and very courageous. Only you know what that is. Only you know what God is telling you to be strong and courageous about. But you need to do it. I know it for myself. I thought, because at first I wasn't going to share this word with y'all because I thought it was just for me. I thought God was just telling me, I've given you all these things. I've prepared you in all these ways. I need you to go be strong and very courageous. I'm going to be with you wherever you go. But God said, I'm giving it to you, but I'm going to keep telling it to you so you realize it's for you and for everybody.
Yeah. Right.
So that's the word of the day.
My girl. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you.
This is what I would like to say.
Yes.
Doc, you said that that scripture kept coming to you.
Yeah.
I'll be so happy when I get to that level, because when scripture come to me, it be the short ones.
Well, it was only
steal.
really
Thou
Joshua
shalt
1:9.
not steal. Thou shalt not commit. But you know, it be the short ones. I say, boy,
Joshua 1:9, Ali, is what came to me. But I like to give everybody the context. So yeah, I didn't get that whole thing, but Joshua 1:9.
I'm like, man, I'm sitting over here. I'm just bitching because I don't want to be jealous of the word. I'm like, God gave us a lot of word to remember. My memory must not be as good as I think it is. God is gonna be real short. He's short with you. I mean, it's short with me. Remember this: thou shalt not
honor thy father and thy mother.
like, I'm sitting on my like, but why her words so much stronger than mine? She tapped in.
That's hilarious. Well, I know y'all might not be ready to go, Rob, but I gotta get on. So I don't know if you want a benediction or you gonna handle it later.
I'll handle it later. I might let Marcus handle it. There you go. All right.
Right.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
All right. Thank you.
I'm reposting this because all of this was good. I'm glad y'all came on. It was good conversation. And I want to tell all the people who hear Ali when they're like, oh, this escalated. That's Ali, y'all. He's not mad. He's that's passionate. How he talks. He's passionate. It's different.
These people, they'll learn. They'll learn, real.
Look, one time, Ali, we were on here and you were talking and they were like, sir, calm down. You don't have to talk to her like that. I was like, y'all, I'm good. First of all, I'm from Baltimore. If I didn't want him to talk to me a certain way, if I felt offended, be sure I would say something. Oh, but it wasn't about me. He wasn't trying. He was just passionate. And y'all.
Hold on, Tammy. You just did something that I'm offended by. Why is it everybody wants to say they city like we supposed to know? I'm from Detroit. Well, I'm from St. Louis, so you know.
So you ain't watched The Wire? You ain't watched The Wire?
First off,
I did.
Everybody from Baltimore ain't The Wire, and I know.
Look, let me clarify. I'm from East Baltimore. Do your research.
The show that The Wire was about my friend's uncle. That's why he became an FBI agent, because he didn't like that his uncle was selling heroin. D.L. Hughley's for years he was D.L. Hughley's security. Yeah.
Oh damn.
Yeah. Like I know the first case that's on The Wire, that the show that they do when go to the first episode, the first case they open up, that was his actual case.
Oh wow.
Yeah, man, I know. I used to be in Baltimore back in the day, because Doc, you may not know, but I used to be a street pharmaceutical rep, which is very frowned upon. And
I did know that.
Very frowned.
I did know that.
I'm not moving. What y'all doing behind me? I'm not moving.
All right, y'all. I gotta go.
All right, Tam.
All right, peace. Love y'all.
All right.
I'm talking about Rob. I'm moving back so like it's children behind me.